Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today I'd like to look at something very, very different from my usual coverage. There's no spaceships, there's no sci-fi, there is a lot of European history. I actually like history a lot, and given that I'm having a lot of trouble getting into Star Citizen to show off those awesome things, I went back to Crusader Kings II, which is a fascinating little strategy game from Paradox. And I say little, actually this is one of the biggest games on Steam in terms of DLC. There's like a $160 DLC pack, there's like 50 different DLCs. Some are game expansions, some are cosmetic, there's a lot of cosmetic stuff. Now let's just get started in this. The idea is that you are a ruler in Europe and you have to, of course, expand your dynasty and keep your family alive. Now, in the base game, you only get 1066 and forward as starting dates, but if you have the old gods, you get to start in the Viking Age, and if you have Charlemagne, you get to start as in the early Middle Ages. I'm just going to start in the high Middle Ages, mostly because I want to play a simple game to show you how the mechanics work. So by the late 10th and early 11th centuries, the Muslim world was changing, with Turkish dynasties such as the Seljuks and Gunnavids now dominating Persia. The Byzantine Empire was still holding its own, but was to see worse times coming. Central and Western continental Europe was split between France and a strong Holy Roman Empire. While Christian kings were advancing against a fractured and weakened Muslim Spain, Scandinavia was quickly converting to Christianity, and the Norse settlers in Russia and Britain had become assimilated with the local population. Yet, Viking descendants in Normandy and Italy were preparing new conquests, and the time of the First Crusade was approaching. So yeah, speaking of new conquests, we have Duke William, who's looking for some new territory. These are some suggestions for places to start. This is the king of the Holy Roman Empire, Calabria, obviously, but then you get the Muslims, right? So these need the Sword of Islam to get, that lets you play as Muslim leaders, and if you have Rajas of India, you get to play leaders out in India as well. I'm going to go select a custom game specifically because I want to start in what's called Ireland, or Newbie Island. Newbie Island is, well, Ireland is called Newbie Island because it tends to get isolated from a lot of the extra politics elsewhere. It's not imminently threatened by everything. Unless, of course, you're playing in the earlier parts of the time period where perhaps some of the territories are pagan and you have Viking raiders coming in. But I'm gonna pick this guy here, right? So this is King Murchad of Mumu, also known as Munster later on. So that's the anglicised name later on. He has a vassal, right? Earl Rangvald of Erm, which I believe, I can't remember what that translates to. I'm forgetting what that is, but that again gets anglicised as well. So he's Norwegian. He's a Norwegian dude. So he's not best friends with him, even although he is technically his king. So essentially, you kind of control two territories, but you sublet this one out to this Norwegian guy. So I'm going to use this start to try and unify my people, bring Ireland together. Perhaps win some wars and some other sorts of conquests, because we have, of course, added Way of Life. Way of Life is the latest DLC, and what it will tell you is you need a character focus. So let's actually just click on this guy. So that you get all these warnings at the top when you start playing. These are things you probably need to deal with. So this guy is chaste, he's gluttonous, he's wrathful, and craven. Oh dear, this is a big problem. Well, what is his militaristics? He's got a militaristic skill of 10. I'm going to focus on one of these things. So this is Way of Life, the new expansion which was released just last week. This lets you become, someone that likes to go out drinking, someone that wants to have a family, someone who's a scholar or theologian. You can concentrate on business, ruling, intrigue. You can concentrate on seducting the opposite sex, or the same sex if you happen to have the homosexual trait. That does in fact happen. You can be a hunter, or you can be a warlord. I'm going to be a warlord because I'm going to be making some war moves right now. He engages in all things martial, from melee training to reading the works of ancient generals. This focus unlocks the duel action via rivals and foes. That's going to be fun. That could be a really terrible thing for me. It also tells me that I'm unmarried and my heir is unmarried. So taking a look at my family tree, Brian is my son. When I die, he will inherit my lands, and I want to make sure. Well, there's a balance here because of the law. If you have too many male children, it can be a problem. I mean, if you have too many male children, the male children have a chance to. They will all have claims on your throne, and this can sometimes lead to wars. So, the titles of the ruler are divided amongst his children, with the oldest getting the primary title. So, this is if I have too many children, then this can be spread out. But right now, I've only got the one. Still, it's good to have insurance, and moreover, it's also useful to have daughters because daughters can be married off for political purposes. So I'm going to pick someone to marry. Also, simply, I can marry someone for political purposes. And while there's no one in Ireland, I don't think there's anyone in Ireland in this start that I can marry for any political gain. There's somebody nearby in Wales. Now this guy, he's King Bledin of Powys. He has some daughters. Actually has 3 daughters. I can marry them off. So I'm going to suggest that I get married to him, and therefore, or might get married to her. And he will say yes, and this will tell me it will gain an alliance, and I will gain a little bit of prestige from this, and therefore I will also gain claims on this, depending upon how the progression happens there. So we've got that started. Oh, and it says pick an ambition. So I want to have, the ambition right now should be get married, because if you get married, then you gain, if you complete an ambition, then you gain like piety or things like that. These are very important. These are your basic scores, your money, your prestige, your piety, which basically tells you how awesome the Pope thinks you are, amongst other. Wait, that's not true. That's how religious people think you are. This is how big your territory is, your vassal limits. And yeah, we got your realm size and your score in general. Of course, you're working to maximize these things. So, okay, we've got 3 of these things dealt with. I'm going to start the clock running very slowly. Talking about the Pope, incidentally, you can look at the Pope, for example, and some of the profiles have Wikipedia links you can click on, and it will bring up Pope Alexander II and let you find out all about him. If you really want, there's a whole process by which you can try and manipulate the papal elections. Gwendolyn, wait a second, gotta do this in order. To the chaste King Murchad, blessings upon you and your house. I accept your suggestion that King Murchad and Gwendolyn get married. I can collect a royal aid. I'll say no, I shall spend my own money and I shall collect a lot of prestige. So I fulfilled my ambition to get married. Now my next ambition will be to have a daughter. That will increase my fertility, because this chaste thing is going to get in the way. It's going to make me less likely to have children. So having this will make it slightly more likely to have children, I think. And it's good. Having children. Children are your dynasty. If you die without heirs, then you will have some serious trouble. Now, I have a bunch of people. This is my council. They will do all the important things for me. My spy master, my steward, my marshal. So I'm going to tell my marshal to start training troops because we are going to go to war. I am going to tell my steward to start collecting taxes because we will need money because we're going to war. My chancellor could improve diplomatic relations or sow dissent amongst the locals, but I'm going to ask him to start fabricating claims, and I'm going to start up here, and there's a good reason for that. If you look at these regions, you can click on the flags, and it'll tell you that there's claimants. So there's a courtier here that has a claim to the throne, but this one here in Tyrone, or Tyrone, right, which is pronounced Tyrone, like County Tyrone. This has a lot of potential claimants to the throne, and some of these guys, they're actually in my court. So I could potentially press their claims, and by a bit of work I can gain control of that territory, or what I can do is give somebody else control of that territory and have that person then swear allegiance to me. It's quite complicated. So anyway, he's going to try and make some fake documentation to prove that I have the right to invade here. You can't invade without a claim or a cause. A casus belli is the Latin. Okay, so what else I'm going to do? I'm going to build a spy network. Yes, I'm going to do that because... Oh! Oh my goodness! O'Brien died of natural death. That was fast. He did not last long. Oh well, don't need to worry about getting him a wife. Do I have... Yes, he's not on my council, so I don't need to worry about that. I can improve religious relations with myself for now as well. Okay, so we've got that going on. Why did I send my spy master here? Because the spy master helps with the intrigue options. Intrigue is where you can do things like assassinate people. You can make all sorts of interesting little decisions, you know, to try and build your legend and things like that. You can borrow money from Jewish merchants and then expel them. It's a terrible thing, but you can do it. But there are special plots available, and this one is I want to revoke the county of whatever, right? I can't remember what that actually corresponds to. These are all the old names, right? So this is like Desmond, right? This is Desmond, and this is Munster, Connacht, right? Kildare. Anyway, so he is Norwegian, right? Right? He's this Earl, and it tells you he's Norwegian. Oh, he's interested in seduction. Oh well, you can't have any of that. So I'm going to try and remove him as my vassal, so I can get the territory for my own self. And immediately, I'm getting a lot of people on my side. That's great. So I'm going to close this down. And I've now got Gwendolyn as my wife. I should probably deal with my heir being unmarried. Pick a wife for him. So we can arrange marriage, and again, it'll give you a whole list of people I could marry him off to. Some of these might be useful. Having a Hungarian princess might be good, but equally, it might be problematic because I'll get called into wars elsewhere. Now, Princess of England, that actually might be an interesting one because I will get alliances. She's not old enough to marry just yet, but in a couple of years, she'll be just right. And, you know, Brian would gain some prestige from that. This might be a good move. Maybe not. I am potentially aiming for the rest of the British Isles, so this is a possible place to start. So let's do that, yes. I'm going to betroth my son to this fine young lady. Okay. So it told me I have new important decisions available. So I can revoke the county, and it says here. So I've satisfied all the requirements. I have at least 80% plot power, I have at least one backer. He's not my prisoner and not defender in a war, so I'm going to attempt to revoke his status and do it secretly so that I don't get blamed. But he's probably going to find out anyway. You can just right click and do this if you have the power, but if you don't have the relevant laws, then you might find yourself in trouble. Oh, your shameful attempts at blackmail has not succeeded. No matter how many corrupted souls you have enticed to help you carry out your plan, I will not give in without a fight. What is rightfully mine is mine. Signed, Earl Ragnvald of Ermachlermin. Then war it is. He is declared King Murchad of Mubu's war to revoke this. I wonder, can I duel him now? So there, he's popped up all his armies. So I gotta pop up all my armies. Raise all my armies, as they say. Okay. Kind of worrying that the numerical superiority isn't quite as great as I would like. I wonder if I can, as I said, I can't duel him. One of the jewelers cannot be busier fighting a war. Yes, they can be very dangerous to the health. Well, I'm going to just hang out here and see what happens. Maybe, no, you know what? I'm going to run in here before his morale gets too high. I would, as I said, I would have preferred a much greater numerical advantage, but war it is. That's what's going to happen. Blessings upon your house. I've decided to accept your suggestion for betrothal between Brian and Prince Githar. Great. Princess, sorry. So that's started. We have a war. We can't bring allies into this war, I believe, because... so technically I think he's allied, but I can't ask him to bring these guys into the war because the status isn't correct or something. Okay, we have a war taking place, a battle taking place. Wait a second, how do I look at this? Never mind. There, that's how I see it, yes. So I've got my team, and he's got his team, and it's not working so well for my team because he's spread out along my flanks. Oh dear, this is going to be a problem. I might have to run away. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run away. And now... Why did I thought I had brought all my people together. You know what I need to do? I need some more people, and I've realized what I need to do. So, under my vassals, I have the Mayor of Limerick, who is good. He provides me some stuff, but we also have the Bishop of Kildare. I don't know. He's a bishop. He doesn't like me. You know, he likes the Pope more. He's sending all his money to the Pope. So I am going to just revoke his title, because it means that I will get his title, and it means I'll potentially also get some troops from him. So that's what's going to happen for now, and he'll tell me in a few minutes, oh, sorry, bye. Okay, so that'll help with that potentially. That might be a couple of days. Okay, your wisdom, you may get. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I humbly accept your decision to revoke the bishopric of Kildare, although it grieves me deeply. So immediately, I immediately have 1,000 more soldiers. You see, I should have done this ahead of time. Now these guys are walking into a trap. You see, now I have all these holy men on my side. Now that our numbers are more in my favour. So here's me with my marshal. This is me. I'm not quite as good. I guess because I'm a coward, I have some trouble with the fighting. It's a good thing I actually decided to choose military as my focus, because otherwise I could be in serious trouble here. I'm still losing people, but at least I'm not having to hire mercenaries. That would be a big problem. You can, of course, hire mercenaries, but they are very, very expensive. And sometimes if you're losing a war, it's preferable to, you know, go to all the local merchants, all the Jewish merchants, and take all their money. Sorry, ask for a loan for all their money. And hopefully then spend that to defend the realm. And when they're over, when it's over, you can either pay them back, or, well, there's other options sometimes. Medieval Europe was not the kindest to the Jewish community. And indeed, it's actually very hard in this to create a Jewish state and have it work. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other religions, you know, you can be, as I said, you can be Muslims, Vikings, various forms of pagans, Zoroastrian, Zuni. Yes, now we're really starting to win this war, and the victory conditions here are rising. I'm just wishing I would have a child, that's the important thing, because that would help a great deal. So these guys are trying to siege my holdings. And this music now, this music is the Christmas music. Because it's Christmas, haven't got a steward. Because it's the Christmas music, we get this special Christmas music, which was free DLC. It's not entirely serious. Okay, I was saying that my council does not have a steward. So I should pick someone of consequence. I'm going to pick this guy. He's a courtier. He's going to do my tax collecting. Okay. So now we are, in fact, sieging this location. And this could be a problem because it says fort level 1. I think I might have trouble sieging this bishopric. He has only 1,000 defenders. And this has... Actually, this doesn't seem to have nearly as many defenders. Hold on. Garrison size is 700 plus about another 500. So this is borderline. I might find myself unable to siege this without relaxing for a little while. Well, anyway, that's going on. Let's take a look at what else can go on. One of the things you can also do is you can look for characters all over the world. There's this great character finding utility. So you can search people within my culture and my religion, for example, who are men and are, say, adults. There, and then say, for example, I'm looking for an awesome steward. I could try and convince some of these people to come over to my side. So these are the court chaplain of Pope Alexander II. He has really high stewardship. Rumours of a traitor working with the besiegers has eroded the morale. No, that's unfortunate. So you can interact with some of these people. This guy's an awesome steward. He knows how to make money, and he's a genius. You could try to invite to court, but he would say no, and I'll tell you no because his opinion of me is too low. He has no reason to move, and he has base reluctance, you know, basically. So perhaps I could, you know, try and offer him marriage or things like that. There's a lot of different things you can do. Equally, you know, you can also, I guess there's options to duel people and stuff like that. I haven't tried this. It'd be kind of funny. Oh, yes. So, there's about, I don't know, how many, what are the regular expansions? So there's a limited number of expansions which allow you different playstyles. There's the Republic, which deals with the Byzantium Empire. The, Legacy of Rome is the Byzantine Empire. The Republic deals with a merchant republic, so you can play as the ruler of a merchant town. Ever since we have arrived, there have never been shortage of soldiers. So this is ever since I've arrived in Munster. Don't ask me how that gets turned, anglicised into that, but I guess it was too complicated. They launched an unsuccessful attack on me. I've become the Baron of that. Okay, so yeah, then there's Sword of Islam. There's which lets you expand into Muslims. Then there's Sons of Abraham, which expands the Christian religions. Rajas of India, which spreads out into East India. You have the Old Gods, which lets you be a Viking. And there's also the Sunset Invasion, which adds a Mongol horde for Western Europe, because, you know, the Mongols invading the East cause all sorts of trouble. So they decided to balance the game out by creating a completely mythical, fictional DLC which has the Aztecs invading from across the ocean, so that Western Europe would have all sorts of fun stuff to deal with. There we go. Almost there. We've almost beat this down, but I think we might. Yes, so now it's telling me we can't siege this because we don't have enough people. But I might be able to raise some more to join the defenders. So these guys are going over, and they're going to join the defense, or join the attack. Get together and start sieging this again. So you'll see that this is demonstrating that it's partly in... oh yes, my beloved nephew, Murshad, is concerned he is still not married. Let's take a look at this guy. He desires to get married. So who should I marry him to? Is there anyone? He's just my nephew. I'll just marry him to some courtier. Arrange marriage. Do I have some woman in my court? Yes, I'll marry him to Bebin. He'll love that, right? She's 79. He did ask. I will find him someone nice. Yes. Nice like your grandmother. Okay. Should I try dueling someone? I'm at war. I should have probably tried dueling with someone before I went to war. That would have been a bit funnier. Defenders of Dunkesel successfully raided the camps of the besiegers. No. So I'm running this relatively quickly. Time acceleration makes all the difference. So I'm actually sieging the bishopric, right, which is basically the church seat. But apparently it can be fortified just as well as a castle. The thing what frequently happens is you go to war and you kill all their soldiers and then you siege their castle. It's very easy to beat the castle because of course they've sent out all their soldiers. Then you get to the bishopric and the bishopric hasn't sent out its soldiers because it's, you know, a religious place. So you then find yourself stalling while fighting that. I have 87% war level. I don't think I can offer peace just yet. I can't enforce demands. He will say, no, I'm losing, but I won't give up yet. So I have to wait a little longer. Now I'm sieging this town. The city of Cork, or Corca, right? So that's Cork. That's a port in the south of Ireland. Last place the Titanic ever stopped before it stopped for good. Well, last place it stopped before the bottom of the Atlantic. Rumours of a traitor working, etc., etc. Yes. So the next place I'm going to go after here is Desmond, right? Desmond, well, I will have a different reason to invade this area. Oh, and I finally beat it. I can offer peace, enforce my demands. Yes. King Murchad of Mumu Munster succeeded in the plot to revoke the county of King Murchad has usurped the title of the county from Ragnavar Stirgis, whatever. Right, now I should slow down. What? So, title gained. What was that one? Where did I? Can I go to this guy and duel him? That would be kind of funny. So I'm gonna bring my military and disband all my units now, so I can chill out. And the next thing I'm gonna do is declare war against this guy. So I'm at my limit for realm size right now. And that's basically down to the level of control I have as a ruler. If I take anything else, I'm going to have to hand it off to someone or maintain a vassal. Okay, so how are we going to do in terms of people? Personal levies, we're going to have about 2,500 out of 4,000. I could let this run for a little longer. And actually, now, where was... I should have actually found Ragnaval, whatever. I'm not looking for my religion. Any religion and any culture. Ragna... I think this is the guy, right? No, maybe not. He's a courtier. Oh wait, this is the guy, right? He really hates me. So you know, for fun, I could possibly do. I can be considered okay. He is a foe. Yes, he is a foe. He has the trait zealous. Oh, what of the does not have the option to fled a just duel. Okay. All of the following must be true. Well, I guess I don't have the ability to duel. I'm a foe, but I guess I'm not a foe anymore. I was at war. Maybe if he tries to do something. Oh! Bibin has died after a period of illness, and she just got married. Perhaps it was a little too stressful on her. Okay. So... oh yes, it's New Year. 1069. Time is going fast. Betrothed can marry. So my son and Princess Githa can marry at last. And I have an unmarried heir, it warns me once again. So send that marriage proposal. And hopefully they will get married. I accept your suggestion, and now that means I might have some more allies to call upon in wars. Okay, County of Desmond, I think it's time that we press my claims on it. Because I am a duke, right, which is a step above the Earl. So you have an Earl of a county, right, and there's 3 counties. This forms a duchy, right, so this is all kind of green. This is one area. So if you have more than 51%, you can then say, hey, this should be mine. You gotta be my bitch, or else. So I can offer him vassalization. Oh, actually, let's see what it says. Oh no, it says he'll say no because there's a small difference in rank and his opinion of me isn't high enough. Now I could probably try and bribe him or offer him some other incentives, but the truth is it's going to be very hard to make that up. I guess there's 5 minuses versus 3 pluses, so I don't think his opinion is going to matter too much. Instead, it's time to declare war. The de jure claim on the County of Desmond, and war shall begin. And I can call in allies now, but I don't think I'm going to need allies. The problem with these allies right now is they're across the ocean. So I'm going to put these guys into the same army. You don't want to have the small army encounter the big army. That can be problematic. Here we go. I'll tell you how long it's taken to get there. Then merge them. And the other thing I could do possibly is perhaps... Oh, there's never been a shortage of troops. Well, thank you very much. My reinforcements will be coming faster. You can also replace these leaders with better leaders should you have them. Some of the times you will get a vassal or whatever who will take control of an army and he won't say no because he feels that he doesn't have a high enough opinion of you, or various other things. So, but in this case, I can replace them, and now I have a larger number of people, and I'm therefore able to come in and crush the locals. There will be no losses this time. Okay. I can't duel him because I'm busy and fighting a war. Okay. So now he's completely obliterated. Where's he going? He's going to here. So I'm going to chase after him. We've had siege going on. So this whole thing very much is Game of Thrones in the video game. You can really get. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much in the way of like one-off events. So you get these little story events where interesting things can happen. Sometimes you can acquire new courtiers or things like that, but I haven't seen any of them so far. I can hold a feast if. Now wait a second. When can I hold a feast? The month has to be at least November, and I need to be at peace. I might hold a feast because that'll be fun after this. A great feast during which, vicious things can take place. 1069. So let's just time accelerate through all of this. I think my council is mostly doing interesting things. Yes, there we go. Oh, look, we've got some Vikings running around. They're looking for something. Probably loot. Outbreak of disease is weakening my forces. That's not a problem. Another outbreak of disease. Ah, my beloved half-brother Lorcan is concerned he is still not married. I will find him nice. Someone nice. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Who can we marry you off to? That's who he would like to marry, but he's my half-brother. I don't want him to be too powerful. Really, I kind of want to keep him in the family. Arrange marriage to someone. Yes, you can marry her. Oh, Sab would gain 5 prestige. Yeah, okay, she's just like a what is it? She's just a courtier of no consequence. I don't care. I'm just marrying her off to my brother because my brother really wants, or my half brother. It's very important that you make sure you keep everyone happy. And that's 99% of this game, is making sure that people that you in your groups are happy and not unhappy and everything. Yeah, some of these people might... You know what, this guy should probably go off and do other things, right? I'm going to send him, send my spy master off to... I'm going to send him to Desmond now as well, why not? Army of King Murchad. Okay. Come. So he's invading here. And the morale of the troops, of the locals, is decreasing. Of course, I still will have to attack the bishopric, which is a little less secure in this case. Okay, outbreak of disease. Oh, man, they successfully raided the camps, which pushes their morale back up. Once their morale reaches 0, you can invade. Or you can, just assault the fortress if you have huge numbers, but it will cause a lot of deaths on your side. So there are reasons to assault a fortress without sieging. A great example is if you have a lot of allies that you actually would like to be weaker because you have ulterior motives. Ah, the defenders of Dunseid launched this unsuccessful raid, but the siege is over, and I can now offer peace, enforce my demands. The Monsterian Desmondian de jure war over. Desumilin has ended with King Murchad of Mumu winning. Sweet. So, disband my military, disband my troops. They will all return home. And now this guy is part of my realm. He doesn't like me right now, so that's a bit of a problem, which means he's probably not going to offer me as much stuff. I could revoke title, which would be, problematic. What would happen is, if I do that, well, I have 50 prestige, but I can't revoke it because I have a truce. Sorry, yes. I can't do that just yet, but I wonder if I can plot to do that. No, I can't do that either. Well, truce will be how long? The truce will be, where is it? Is there a truce here? Ah. What does this say? I forget where this is. So there's other claimants to the throne. That's interesting. Ah, we have a courtier there who claims it. Well, anyway. Okay. So we have this territory that we can start working on. As I've said. We have someone in our court who is cool. Oh, I took a good look at myself and thought about weakness and strengths, and after many hours of soul searching, I realize I have nothing to be ashamed of. I can either get proud or humble. Which one's better? Humble is a virtue, right? Humility or humilitas is the 7th virtue, the opposite of pride. So I gain piety, whereas this one I will gain prestige. Pride, superbity, is the 7th deadly sin. I like being more. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I am going to be a proud ruler. Not proud of my ability to play this game. I'm really a pretty terrible player, as I've said, but I just love mucking around in this and trying to make trying to pick a random ruler and have them not fail completely. 2 weak claims can be pressed. Oh, look at this. That's useful. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, I've become ill. And I haven't had another child with my wife. What the hell? This is a big problem. So, I can press a claim. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. To press... who is this? Where did she come from? Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I see. So what happened was I got control of Desmond, right? Now in that court there is the Marshal of Desmond. He's married to this French person that has claims of the couple of counties, right? They're of course away in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not going to march halfway across Europe to try and take this place. The fever is gone and my nose is dry, the headache is long gone, and I have lost the trait ill. That is good. Whew. So I wonder, can I duel this guy? No. What? Damn it, what is the point of this thing if I have the war skill and I can't duel them? I'm sure there's a way for me to do it. Okay, he is now my new court chaplain. Bishop claims he would be a better court chaplain. Than who? He's a bishop and he has a learning of 16. This guy has a learning of 11. I could say give him a chance. Or I could lose prestige. I'm gonna do that. He is no longer the chaplain, I now have a better one. So I should be able to tell my chaplain to continue to, you know, work on religious relations. Oh, I guess I'll go there instead. Great. I don't know, I'm just trying to improve a number of things here. Whew. So much going on at this time. And I've got this wrong type of holding, warning. I can deal with that. Okay, so I'm just going to accelerate time because I really want this thing to come out, right? I really want to have a chance to get this claim. So this guy's still working overtime to become the best, to get the details, to get the dirty docs. Oh wow, she died after a period of illness. That sucks. Guess that means my brother's not so happy anymore. That's okay, you know, if they die without children, as long as he's still alive, he'll be fine. I'm wondering, is he having fun with his wife? Yeah. King Murchad's opinion of Brian, I don't know. Slothful, honest, oh these are terrible character traits actually. Because some of these things can get inherited through training. Okay, never mind. December 1070. We're still waiting for my man to come up with the docs. Oh, what's happened now? We've got a couple of things. Oh, a call to arms has been made from Bledin Marathfal. Dear son-in-law, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. We request you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against King Marad of... Where is this? How do I find this? Oh, he's in Gwynedd, right? And who is he fighting? Durable. All these Celtic names. I don't see who is fighting. That's the thing. It'd be nice to know who I'm actually fighting here. For Mardud. So Mardud is... That's Bledin. Well, you see, if I don't do this, then I lose prestige. So I'm going to accept. And I can raise some armies. But I don't know if I have any boats, right? Fleets. Fleet levies. Click on this. Oh, I do actually have some boats, so I can raise some troops. Sure, I'm not sure where they're going, but this will help with my prestige. Raise fleets. And I'll move all my dudes. How do I do this? I say, get on the boat. Get on the boat! These guys I'm just gonna disband. I don't want to bother. That'll be a little... Yes. Yes, I don't need these guys. I'm just here for the... I'm here for the glory. So we'll head over this way. That will take some time, but they'll be able to get there. Oh, I've also got a warning that one of my children lack a guardian. Wait, when did he... Did I have a child and not realize it? He's at court. Oh, that's interesting. Did I completely miss the fact that I had a child? I'm not clear. No, I didn't have a child. Who is this kid that's not... He's my liege. Who's his father? Parents are Malachi. Okay. Point is, I need to educate this child, right? And by educating this child, you'll give him skills. So I'm just going to let the marshal do that. Sure. Okay, you guys. We're gonna land here. Maybe we should land here instead. Yes, go there, and then we can collect our forces a little just to make sure. These are Madog. Okay, so that's the guy I'm gonna fight. I'm just gonna have to walk around there. So there's a war going on in Wales. Oh, a daughter was born to Princess Githa. Okay. That's good, I guess. Now I'm going to march through these territory. I didn't realize this guy was separate. I should have gone just straight on top of them. I shall help get some glory in this. The Battle of Swansea. At the Battle of Swansea, I won. Now, where's this guy going? He's going to Gwent. Well, I'm going to follow you to Gwent for the glory. We've got some... Oh, Ragnvald is coming as well. He's going to Lancaster. You see, you can go and you can fight some of these armies, but you can't claim any of the territory unless you have a reason. Unless you have a cause. Okay, time. We've eliminated them. Yes, excellent. That will help with some glory and prestige. I can't, unfortunately, siege this. Ah. I guess I could go here and join my dudes in their assault on this. King Mer, King Ho, whatever, yeah. I'm hoping these guys won't fight because there's more of them. Yes, I'm just going to join their siege and hopefully the siege will be over faster, I think. Who knows? Oh look, wait, there's more guys here, more red ones. Army of Madog. Madog, come on. Oh, wait. Oh, fighting. Oh, wow, this is quite a lot. I guess they bought... These are... Oh, my wife is finally pregnant. Excellent. That's kind of worrying because we have... They've raised a bunch of mercenaries. That's what they've done. It might be time for me to get out of here while I've got some glory. Got some prestige. Go on. Ah, look at my army doing their thing. Another victory! The Battle of Cardiff. I'm going to run in here. Fight Madog. Wipe out his army completely, but his garrison is too big and too powerful. I'm basically fighting the running battle to make sure that the guys can't get reinforcements. There's not really that much to be gained from me doing this, but it's good to have. Oh! Berthgwyn was captured in battle. Aha! I have the spoils of war. Well, perhaps, I shall maybe ransom him off at some point. There! Another victory. Now, I think I'm gonna head back. Yes. Wait a second, why was there a bunch of people... Oh wow, they've got their own fleet there as well. Now this guy, I can execute him if I like. I could ransom him. How about that? Oh man, no interest. Oh well. I wonder if I can release him later. Maybe I'll do that. I grow more and more impatient with Chancellor Turlbach. His slothfulness makes him go to extreme lengths to avoid having to do any actual work. I can give him a stern talking to. It is worth throwing someone in jail over. Ooh. I give him one last chance to sharpen up. I can put him in jail as well. What will happen if this happens? Who is Turlbach anyway? He's the cousin. And does he have any... He doesn't have any titles. He's just like a dude and he's married to someone of no consequence. Is he get any... oh, he has pretty good diplomacy though. Is he my... If he's my chancellor, that might be I think I'm gonna give a stern talking to. I was glad to hear Chancellor Turlbach decided to amend his ways and start working harder. The slothfulness that caused us to miss the opportunity to improve Gwynedd seems to have disappeared overnight, and I am glad to have talked sternly to him about it. Okay. There, my army is now headed here. Now I can head back to port and then disband the army. And I've done enough, I think, to help in this war. Okay. So... there, we can we try ransoming him? No, he doesn't want it. You know what? I can execute him. What is his deal? What is his family tree and everything? He's just nobody. And he's from that. Oh! Budget deficit! Oh no, my coffers are empty! Shoot, that's because my army's been running up too long. Disband, okay. I totally didn't notice that my budget was running at a deficit. Big problem, okay. Taxman! You're already trying to raise taxes. But what does it say? Your coffers are empty and morale of your armies will suffer. The longer this goes on, the more corruption criminals will plague your counties. Well, I could just go and borrow some money from the local Jewish merchants. How about we do this? This will unfortunately decrease the opinion of me. I also now have the ability to expel the Jews, if I like, instead of paying back 350. That can be very good, or it can be very bad. If you expel them, then you end up suffering problems with technological development. Okay, still have these weak claims that I can press, but I'm not ready just yet. And once this truce is reached, I think I will take it back. 1072. You know what? I think we might have time to start start a new kind of thing. Oh, another daughter. Okay. I've fulfilled the ambition to have a daughter. Excellent. Now I have a daughter. Oh, I owed you money to the moneylenders. That's a problem. I could probably change my focus now. Yeah, you can change your focus every 5 years. I've had enough of being the family man. It's time to start getting into the seduction game. Oh yeah. So this guy, I've declared peace with him, but his wife? I think it's time that I have conquests in other ways. Focus your seduction efforts on Countess Blach in the hopes of gaining a new lover. Do it. I shall bring all my seduction skills to bear on Countess Blach until I have her wrapped around my finger. She will be mine. Oh yeah. Yes, she will. My liege, I've collected money. Excellent. So I've gained 32 gold. Oh, you see, now I'm almost at a point where I could pay this back. I might just pay them back instead of, throwing out the merchants. It's unfortunate, but I think it was necessary. It really was a stupid plan. I'm gonna bring him up. Some carefully placed words where they can easily be overheard by a notorious gossip can be more effective than a love letter. Or so I thought, but my quarry, Countess Blach, was not responded in any way. I need another tactic. Yes, she will be mine. Oh yes, this is what happens. The Gwynedian War has ended. King bled and won, and I think I might gain a little bit. Ooh, I've had an eye on a feisty young scullery maid with huge intellect for some time now. Though she skillfully dodges the attentions of every boy and greybeard in court, I have her blushing furiously whenever I gaze into her eyes. Seduced and wrapped around my finger, this sharp lass could be very useful. So I could basically take her as a mistress, or I could, yes, I'll make her a lady, and she will be my mistress. There we go. Oh, a black has not responded. I won't give up just yet. So now I have Derelay as a lover, and she's actually an intricate web weaver. She's attractive. Oh yes, now I see this. I sent a black a beautiful necklace, but I've heard nothing back. The virtue is strong with this one. My liege, I have good news for my mission. Oh, okay, he's just basically saying that people like less. Oh yes, I sent her a beautiful necklace and had the room covered with wildflowers. The gambit seems to have paid off, for I found a magnificent new saddle with her embossed seal in the stables today. Pretty clear symbolism, I'd say. Oh yeah. So now the time has come. Wow, she has really high opinion of me. I wonder if my wife marries, I should totally do something with her. Okay. Oh, and she's pregnant with child. She doesn't have she's obviously pregnant with my child. Gregarious, cynical, diligent, quick, attractive. These are genetic traits, these heart ones, so it's possible that the children will gain them. So this could potentially be useful, you know, having an attractive and quick child, even if it's not in the official lineage. You know, I can perhaps legitimize them. That's an option. Okay. Oh, she has not responded once again. Come on. I'm still waiting for this guy to get his get my docs on. Not responded. No. Time is running short. I need her. I need her to work for me. I won't give up just yet. 1072, and it's a rather uneventful year. At least I have my money back now. Maybe I should pay off those Jewish merchants. Today I found my bed full of wilted petals and a bent rusty nail in my pillow. She is feisty. I love a good challenge. She probably has a pretty low opinion of me because of that whole war thing. Okay, I'm going to do something that most people don't do. I'm going to pay back the loan. And now I have a new ambition apparently. Why did I probably didn't do that. Amass wealth. That would be nice. Or I can choose to become King of Ireland. King Murchad wants to amass a significant amount of wealth. I should have probably waited, but never mind. Money is coming in and things are happening. Okay, where's my time accelerate? No! This is going from bad to worse. She is just not listening. Okay. I already have one lover. Maybe I should change my focus. Who else is there that I can deal with? I'm already trying to fabricate claims. What about him? I should maybe I'll stop the seduction against his wife because she is just not responding. Oh yeah, no, I guess I can't. I have to wait for the right moment to decide. Today I found her answering missive in a prissy. Oh yes, time to move on. This chase is ended. What about you? It's time to go again. I'm going to focus on you. I shall bring all my skills to bear. So it can actually be very useful to have a lover in the court because then you can help them. They can help like with certain plots such as assassinations. I've heard nothing back. Man, he is the worst. Okay, we get another child as well. Excellent. It seems my amorous adventures have resulted in a child. Little Gnethid is a spitting image. What is her spitting? What is her? She's just says that she's that. So we don't know whether she's going to be a genius or not. I'm just going to acknowledge her as mine. The mother is pleased, but my wife will probably be displeased by this. So if I look, my wife now has a low opinion of me. So that's a problem. But we do have a legitimate daughter, so... Yes, so I have... See, she's got a red one. It's red blood. That means she's part of my realm. She is not a legitimate child, but you never know. Might be proved to be useful yet. She's not responded. This is so hard. And some cardinal has gone to the thing. I need another tactic. Okay. Well, this has been going on for quite a while. I travelled all the way now to the court of El Rudy of Tyrconnell in Girton so I could meet Maureen at a minor celebration. We've been dancing and conversing all night and she's clearly responding to my advances. Mead in my room, milady. Oh, what happened? What happened? I didn't see the result from that. Okay. Oh, a large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates to your stronghold. Their leader is a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with your strange accent to grant them shelter. Very well, let them in. Oh, there we go, I succeeded. I sure know how to cajole women. Mira and I spent the night making sweet illicit love in her bed. I snuck off in the wee hours, leaving the court clueless. I hope. Vidi vici veni, if you know Italian. If you know Latin, sorry, this makes complete sense. I saw, I conquered, I came. That's pretty hilarious, I'm sorry. That is such a bad pun. As evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. His appetite seems insatiable, but you do not wish to prove a poor host. You order your servants to bring in a second serving. Tell us more about this mythical realm of Hindustan. Okay. Now what? Dawn breaks and the caravan prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift as thanks for your great hospitality. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language and a young man comes forward. This eunuch will serve you well, the merchant says. His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach. And I get a steward named Bonga. Okay, that's interesting. So I can look in my court, which is actually getting a bit big. That's a problem. Bonga. It says he's a steward, but his actual stewardship skill sucks. So he's an indulgent wastrel. He's a eunuch, which means that he can't really pass anything on. His culture is West African. I'm not sure if you can exploit this for something, but you know, that's an idea. Oh yes, don't need to worry about that. Okay, 1073. Time is going on, and still we have nothing to show for it. Do we still have a truce? Can I revoke title yet? Still can't. How long is the truce? I forget how to find out what my truce is with this guy. Oh, it sounds like the Christmas song again. Yes, here we go. Okay, what do we have? He's shy, trusting, and ambitious. He's focused on hunting. And, you know, like, we can do things like we can try to assassinate the heirs and things like that. So actually, yeah, I guess I made a big mistake here because I could have tried to get this guy out. Oh, he's focusing on business, is he? Okay, I cannot remember how I find out the truces. He's an I'm an aspiring seducer. I get more sex appeal. A bishopric and all that. Oh, that's interesting. There was no holder for this period. I'm not sure what that means. Probably means that it was being fought over and things like that. What's the year? Oh, it's June. Oh, it only plays this song, although it's a Christmas song, only plays when it's Christmas in real life. Oh, thank God! Okay, my work in Tyrconnell seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting and threatening and forging documents, I've managed to fabricate a claim. Yes, I shall use it. Oh wow, I'm gonna lose all my gold. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, so now I have a claim, but I'm not gonna go to war just yet because I have no money. Okay, so given that I have just secured the ability to attack that location. I think this is actually a good place for me to leave off. I'm not sure if I'll make any more of these. I don't know. If you really rave and respond to this, you might see what happens to the rest of this guy's career. If not, well, that's fine. I just really enjoy playing this game. I don't need to make videos of every single game, do I? Anyway, this obsession masquerading as a game is Crusader Kings II. It's on Steam, check it out. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.